Hey friends, okay, day 4, we're doing really well. I'm proud of everyone for hanging in there. Yesterday we talked about doing the research for the expired listings that are today. So hopefully you've already got that part done and you've already figured out like who do you want to talk to and what are the what are the great houses that you'd like to be able to represent on the market. So today I came into the office and immediately pulled the expired list, and sure enough, there's some of the ones that I thought yesterday might expire today are the ones that actually did expire today. And so I'm ready to go. I'm ready to make the phone calls and see if we can get some appointments. So the question I always get is, okay, so I have the list and I know who I want to talk to. So the two things is how do I find phone numbers? And then also what do I say if I get someone on the phone? Finding phone numbers is probably the harder of the two, but there's several different resources out there that you can subscribe to online. I'm not even going to go into all of the different ones, but just Google, how do I get someone's phone number, and find the resource that works best for you. I'm in a smaller community, so I can even kind of cross-search some of the larger employers in town and look for the employee directory online and cross-reference names that I find on MLS to be able to try and find them there. One really good resource is actually through Facebook. I will get the name of the person and then do a search for that person in town and see if I can find them on Facebook and send them a message that way. Or I'll also look to see if we have any mutual friends, and then I'll kind of talk to my mutual friends to see if they can make a soft introduction to me to the person whose house has, is available now to hopefully get the listing on. So you have to get creative sometimes, and if you can't find a phone number, you still can get their address. Either that they live in the property that they're at right now, or cross-reference it with your county records and see what their mailing address is. So if their address, the site address is here, but their mailing address is in another city or another place, then you know that they were probably using this as an investment property, and their address that the tax bill goes to is going to be the address that you would want to reach out to. But however you do it, whether it's a resource that you've got or one that you find, People Finder, Intellius, there's a million of the sites out there that you can pay to play and get those numbers, or just go straight to the address. I don't like mail in situations like this because the mail can take 2 to 3 weeks to go through. So if you're going to put something in print and you want to get it to them directly, go drop it on their front door. You don't have to knock on the door if you don't want to. If you want to, just say, hey, here, I got you something, and drop it off. But mail is not your friend, because these are really time-sensitive situations that you need to be the first person to get to them and hopefully get the interview set up. So then let's say I get a phone number and I decide that I want to get them on a call. What do I say? The key here is not to talk too much. I am not going to win a listing on the phone. There's no way that I'm going to convince someone who just spent 6 months in a failed relationship where the end result was to get the house sold and the house didn't sell. There's no way that I'm going to convince somebody with a conversation on the phone to hire me. That is not the objective of this conversation. The objective is to find out what is it that they are looking for and to make an appointment to see if you can meet any of those needs. So my script, dialogue, whatever you want to call it, when I'm talking to expireds is really easy. It's, hey, this is Jennifer Jennings. I saw that your house is no longer for sale on the local market, and I was just wondering, do you still need to sell? Not do you want to sell, not are you hiring agents, not are you interviewing, no, it's a basic need question. Do you still need to sell? And then I stop, and they will start talking and tell me everything that I need to know about whether or not they're going to move forward, or maybe what the problem was with the last experience they had. But giving them time to talk and then reaffirming anything that they come back at you with is what's going to get you the appointment. As they go through and they say, I really don't know, the market doesn't seem to be great right now. We're probably just going to wait for the spring. That's where I get the nuggets that I need in order to say what I need to say to get the appointment. So if someone says, I don't know, the market's not that great right now, I might just follow up with, well, what I'd like to do is be your resource to help you find out when the market is ready for your home. Would you mind if I dropped off some information about what has happened in the market since your house was listed? I think that's some good information that you might be able to use to decide when it's a good time to go back on the market. And getting the appointment with something of value to them right now. That's what I'm going for. I'm not trying to get the listing on the phone. I'm trying to find out what happened with their last listing and see if I can be the resource that helps to solve it. So when you make those phone calls or you send those text messages or you do the emails or whatever it is that you do, think of it from that side. You're not trying to get the listing. You're trying to figure out what do you have that's of value that you can provide to them just to get the appointment and start establishing the relationship. So best of luck. Get out there. Let me know how it goes. I'm getting some feedback from some of y'all, which is really fun. Keep it up and let's see where the next few days take us. Thanks, guys.